Hello, welcome to the stream. How is the audio and everything? Is there anyone in the chat? Nobody in the chat? Or is it just me? Ooh. The title is wrong of that one. It should work anyway, right? Hey, how are you doing? Ooh, the opacity is a little bit low. Let's just increase it. Ink by Cape, nice to see you in here. Today, to be honest, I'm not completely sure what we're doing, but I know that we are doing this. We're gonna do some sort of 3D modeling. I have a few ideas on what I want to do and what I want to plan. It sounds super nice. It is on my schedule to actually go there someday. Oh, from Las Vegas, nice. Hi, how are you? So I thought today, I just have a bunch of energy. I don't really know why. And sorry if you're coming from Twitter, it's actually not about the Tronxy at all. I won't probably do any 3D printing today. I'm not sure. I don't think so. It's not the plan, so we'll see. But the plan is to do some random 3D modeling. I thought that I'd start off with just one of the things that I had in mind. And then if you have any suggestions on what I should model and what you want to talk about and stuff like that, we'll just get into that as well. Hi, David. Hey, Jaco, of course, I certainly will. I have that on my schedule for 2018 to go to South Africa, but nothing is booked, of course, but it's just, I really want to go there. Obviously for you, but also for a few other reasons, but never mind that. So what I want to do today is a little bit of 3D modeling, I think. I think that should be fine. Should be fun. So what I've been doing is that I've been watching... Ooh, 16 Celsius. That's nice. We have like 2 Celsius, which, yeah, it's terrible, but, you know, it's still okay. So you might know of Alex Steele. He's a blacksmith in the UK. He's a very friendly chap, and he looks something like this. You might have following him on YouTube, and he's doing a lot of cool stuff. But I saw him yesterday, and I think today as well, doing like a forge, and doing like an anvil. So he's forging an anvil, and I thought that it was pretty freaking cool. So I thought that, hey, I'm not sure if there's any anvils at all on like Thingiverse and Pinchip or anything like that, but hey, why don't model an anvil? I think that would be pretty cool to have, and it should be able to print as well. So I think one of the things that I need to do is like to, you know, get an anvil. Here's the 3D anvil. That's not fun. So this is a super good reference. Maybe we should download this and have as a background, just as a reference. I think it's always good to have some sort of reference when doing 3D models. So we're gonna 3D model the anvil, and it shouldn't take that long. I'm gonna use the form or the T-spines to do that, or to do this, and then from that we could be able to yeah, that's better. We should be able to just take that and do something cool later on as well. So let's just see if we can get this image downloaded. Into documents, pictures. Yeah, pictures, that's good. Cool, so we're in Fusion 360. You probably know about this software. You should, because it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I have battery on the mic. Let's just get cracking. So first off, what I'd like to do is to attach one of the canvases. So just go ahead and do that, and we'll click there. We'll go here, and I'm gonna remove all of that. And we're gonna go here, and we'll load the image. Just scale it up a little bit. I don't really have any scale to work with. I just wanna, you know, do the model. So something like that. That's gonna be good. And then we have something to work from. Ooh, it's not harder than that. And then we'll create a form. And the question is, it is really awesome. It's actually a little bit too awesome almost. I feel like sometimes it's hard to like talk about other softwares because this is free and it's so good. So I want to have some sort of symmetry. I want to have a mirror along this here. We'll start off with the mirror and then we can break all the mirroring if we want to later. So I'm gonna start out like that and just delete one side. There's probably some better tool to do that. Oh, okay. There we go. Ah, man. I want to have it in the middle. Now nothing works. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I don't really like T-splines, because it's really unlogical how you go in and out from it. So let's just redo this stuff. Repetition is always good for learning. That's my reason for doing mistakes here in life. Because when you repeat stuff, you learn stuff. And I have no idea what I learned, but that's how it works at least. Alright, so let's just start from above. And, oh yeah, that's right. It all works from the center. That's one of the weird things. I don't understand why you would create a box from the center. It doesn't make sense for me. There we go, that's much better. We want to have it in that direction. And actually, what I like to do in the beginning, before... Yeah, it's more or less tracing this, but I do want to remove one side of it. Okay, we can use the side. What I like to do is also to change the view, so to see it as a box. It makes it a little bit easier to just start referencing everything. So then we can start to just move everything up to where we want it. You could do you could trace this image, but that's kind of cheating. So I think what we really want to do is just get it over here, all the way out, something like that. And we should probably extrude this later, so I'm just gonna stop with this in here somewhere. And I know I'm using the snap in movements. Some people don't enjoy that, but for me, I think that works really fine. So when I'm moving everything here, it actually snaps on the grid, or just within millimeters. I think that works well, but it means that sometimes I just have to zoom in a little bit too much to get something done. Okay, there's some sort of edge up there. I'm not entirely sure in which way that is going. So let me just check on a anvil and see if we can see any examples of that. So it looks like something like this. So there's probably some sort of just edge sticking straight out. So that should be easy to do. Just drag that out. Maybe we'll do that later. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit wide, I suppose. Let's just pull it together a little bit. Something like that, maybe. Again, if anyone that just came from Twitter, I'm very sorry, the title there is a little bit wrong, but we're actually doing just some random 3D modeling today. So hopefully that updates very soon. But with this, we can then maybe we'll insert an edge somewhere. Maybe that's good. Oh, the Sortex is a really good machine. It's super reliable. I just have good things to say about it. It is, of course, a little bit better when you're using their own materials, but that doesn't mean that you can't just go ahead with different third-party materials, so to say. But yeah, I think it's really good to have a review out on it. It's quite old. Oh, congratulations. Hi Mitch. Hi Mitch as well. Nice to see you in here. So the Sorter is, I think, a super good machine, and if you're running a more complex materials like ABS or PETG or ASA, those materials, it will run perfectly. And I think that if you're not just using it for hobby use, there's a lot of benefits of using the Sortrax materials. There will be a lot of money saved by using that. It does wish, but it does work, but it's a little bit tricky. I think sometimes I've used the oiler to increase the successfulness a little bit, because it is all metal hot end, right? If I don't, yeah, it should be all metal hot end, which means that sometimes you need to get some assistance, and using an oiler helps to lube everything and helps to separate the temperatures a little bit. But I think it's running quite hot, so I've had some issues with regular PLA as well. Hi Imagination, nice to see you here as well. So let's see if we can start splitting this one here. Maybe we don't want to do that yet. We might want to just move this in a little bit. All right, then you're set for a while. Cool, so we'll just extrude out here a little bit as well. And I assume that, let's see. Okay, this is the part. I wonder how we're doing this. Probably something like this. Hi German printing nerd, nice to see you here as well. That's German. Okay, let's see, we are pushing this one out as well. Oops, wrong settings. Okay, let's just start there and we'll see. I think this is a good starting point. And what we can do here as well is that we can start to define everything that we know is going to be sharp. So I know that this one edge here is going to be sharp. So let's just crease that. I know that this one here will also be sharp. These ones will also be sharp because we'll do just some, what's it called? Some chamfers on those later. And the top here is also going to be sharp. And of course these ones here as well. And that should be fine. Now we have some sharp parts. These ones are also sharp, I suppose. Yeah, let's crease those as well. Hey, yeah, what did you win? Congratulations. And then I also know that these edges are going to be sharp, so I'm actually going to crease them already. Exactly. That's totally right. And these are also going to be sharp until, I suppose, that point, because you see this part here. Let me just zoom in for you. So I'm just sharpening enough. If you look at the canvas, I'm sharpening these parts right now. And then this will transition using this part here into the cylinder that will grow out of here and create this horn, I suppose. I'm not sure exactly what that's called, but let's crease these ones for now. And we should be, maybe these ones should actually just go in a little bit as well, which means that this one should probably go in as well. I'm trying to visualize the biggest shapes first, which is why I'm using the unsmooth mode, because then when I turn on smoothing, I will kind of release all the shapes that I have. So let's try this out. Let's go to the menu and click smooth. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We have a little bit of edges to control, but yeah, we're getting somewhere. Oh, we need to crease these ones. There we go. That's starting to look like something. Oh, and it doesn't weld here. Oh, that's not good. It's supposed to weld the symmetry. Oh, Question is if it does that now. Okay, let's just do all the symmetry later. I think that might be better. I'm just gonna remove models. Ooh, that's not right. Let's just clear the symmetry and we'll remove this manually and we'll have another symmetry later on. We just work from one edge to start with because it's not working as intended. There we go. Now we have a shape that we can start off from. Super nice box of filaments. Nice, very nice. That's awesome. What machine are you running right now, German printing nerd? The ANIT A8, right? I was actually talking to. Maybe you guys can give me some input here. I was talking with GearBest to give away a printer because I wanted to do something like for Christmas and just give something away. And I mean, it did look like a double butt. So I just want to give something away because. Yeah, it's Christmas and people need printers. So I was just thinking would that be, or is it just annoying to have more competitions where it's about sharing stuff and it's about GearBest that some people like and some people don't? Yeah, what do you guys think? Is that something that you would be fine with, like a corporation to give something away from them? I'm not sure about this edge here. I think I need to crease this one as well because it's behaving very strange. That's better. This looks much more real. Do it. Okay, so I think this is, again, let's just go in here from the side and start to move things in where there should be. I think, let's see what we can do here. Can probably move this up a little bit and move this just in a little bit, maybe up as well. And this one here, I might need to add some parts here because if I do like this, we're gonna start to just drag everything away and that doesn't look good. Yeah, it's free stuff. It's all. I mean, it's kind of marketing for GearBest. It's marketing. So. For them, that would just mean that people are shipped to their links, affiliate links and everything. And if everyone's okay with that, because it's a competition, it's there to win free stuff, I wonder if that's okay. It's not the same as sending like a printer to do a GearBest review for that. It's just a competition and you'll enter by clicking links. That's good, Rover. Could be quite a few out there already. Ooh. So ink buy, that means that you're not allowed into the competition. All right, let's just go back here to the solid mode because I see now how wicked this looked, but it could look okay. But then I want to move this one here because I love to have some sort of flow in the models. It's always a good sign to have that shows off a healthy model if you have some flow in it. And we also need to work with the perspective here. I'm just going to move some of the models in. Some of these edges are going to move in. Something like that. We'll start with something like that, yeah. Jesus. I know you told me how to pronounce your name, O'Duffy, last time, but I really can't remember it. Jesus. Was it Ogan? Egan? It was something, I know that. All right, so let's start to separate these two. I suppose we're doing something like this. And then, how are we going to do this? Maybe something like this. we don't need those as well. I think this is more or less what I'm supposed to do. Owen, that was it. Sorry. Oops, whoa. That was not my intention. Sorry about that. Alright, let's just check these out here. Open RC kart, that would be super cool. I think I'll leave that to Daniel. It's his babies. I'll just make some mods for them. Okay, let's see. Where are we? There. That are quite a few giveaways actually. Geez, it's maybe it's a little bit too crowded then. But I mean, then again, people want free stuff, so. Why should I not be allowed to give things away? We'll just see. We'll have to see. Okay, we want this one here to be. How do we want it to be actually? Maybe it's more like this. And then what happens here? I think, yeah, we're still just moving it down. We can level it out. I am not completely sure that this is going to be enough for what I want, but we could try it. Okay, that works. I think I need to extend these a little bit. It was quite a long time since I looked at an anvil, to be honest. Let's see. I think this could be something. I'm not entirely sure. Thanks, Rover. I really do believe I should have some more subscribers. I mean, come on. I mean, look at this guy. He loves 3D printing. I mean, then again, competition, it's not really for subs, the giveaways. To be honest, it's seen from like a YouTuber's perspective. Competitions are not a good idea to get subscribers. You'll usually end up with a lot of fake accounts and everything. It's just better to be nice, and hopefully people share your channel and have good content, because competitions are dangerous when it comes to like stats and everything, because people are gonna maybe make extra accounts, and yeah, then it doesn't end up being anything. I'm not sure at all about this design. We'll see in a second when we smooth things out. But I might have just confused myself on how it's actually looking. But hey, maybe we can get it to work. Maybe we'll adapt this to be 3D printable. I think we should be able to do that. Let's see this one here, and it should also be to the end, right? Yeah. So what are we looking at? We are actually looking at these ones here to be creased, and also those two. I think these are all the edges that should be creased. We do, however, might need to add some edges here. Oh, sorry about that, you got spammed. Yeah, they do sub to win, and I think that's the issue, that I'm pretty sure that I don't want to have like a subscription as a way of entering to buy. It should be something else, like something actually participating in something. But that's also a little bit sketchy. Just not sure at all that you can do that. Let's see, can we actually smooth this, or did I screw everything up? It's not good, but it isn't terrible either. It kind of does what I wanted to do, but then again, it it doesn't really. Let's see, what happens if we move? Oh yeah, by the way, we need to crease those two. I want to find another word to crease. Maybe just sharpen. Maybe that's a good word. Oh, and these ones as well. That should be enough. Oh, and Inkby, sorry. My best printer. My best printer. Well, did you see the SLS printer I reviewed and have a video out on? I think that's a pretty freaking impressive printer. Now I don't have one, so well, obviously it's not my best printer. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, hi Tom. I didn't see that competition, but yeah, it sounds like a good idea, because subs, yeah, sure. I'll always want to have subs, because that's that's what you want, like, and that's how people see you. People don't see you for the like content you do, or the stuff that you've created. They only see how many subs you have. Especially companies are like that. So I think that what I like to do is just do a giveaway because of just, yeah, being nice and giving back. And if you have connections, I want to use them to do something good. Don't click links. Links in chat isn't good, but all right. So yeah, that's why I'm more or less asking, because I don't want to have it to end up being some sort of just competition of forgetting things for free, even if that's what it's actually about. Let's see, can we start doing something here? Be gone. That's good. I won't bring one. Yeah, but okay, sorry, back to the question. I think my best printer right now is the Sigma R17. It really is super good. I used it for almost all the stuff I'm doing home. And yeah, it's been like that for a while. But I do have some printers at the office that for some stuff I like even more. But I think that as soon as you're not being a hobbyist, you start to think of printers as more specific tools. So they're a little bit more niched, I think is the right word to say. Oops, that's wrong. I want to weld these two and those two. Now we're getting somewhere. That's really smart. I think that's super good. Great type of competition and get it a little bit engaging as well. So that's great. I'll definitely check out his competition there. Nice, Tom. Thanks for the tip. Or ultimately, thanks to Preston for the clever idea. So what do you guys think? Is it starting to look like something fun? I'm still not really sure about this edge here, but it starts to look something that could, in theory, be printable. And I think we need to round everything up here a little bit as well. Felt like it was much more rounder before. An anvil! Not the band. Starts to look like this overhang here. Man, I can't even English today. So this overhang is going to be quite the difficultiness. So let's see if we can. But I want to have an anvil. It should be difficult to print. Maybe one could have some sort of support, or maybe we can angle it, print it upside down maybe, but then we have to have supports on this area. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we need to round this one here off, right? Or no? I kind of forgot how an anvil looks. No, but it should be flat on top, right? Yeah, these parts here are going to be difficult. Maybe I could do something like this to help with printing. But then it kind of loses its shape, right? Nah, that doesn't look good. You could have like this part here, just separate it and then make a plug, and then you'll just plug everything in. Oh, and of course we need to yes, of course we need to insert an edge here, and this one here should be, it was something like this, right? So if these are creased, then I could start to round everything off here. Yeah. Now I think I'm getting it. So these ones should be much more rounder than I did them. But how do we get them to be round? So I think we need to... Alright, we need to go back to... I think sometimes when it needs to roundness, you need to go back to the sharp mode. Because here we can start seeing what is not round and what should be round. So everything that is sharp is not round. So let's just get this edge down here a little bit. And maybe even remove the... Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually remove... Ooh, but which one? Maybe remove these, delete those, and just round everything off here. So you should be further in. I think this could start to be rounded a little bit. I think we can use you as well. Yeah. This is starting to look good. And it was kind of sharp up there in the corner. Okay, let's try this. Let's smooth this again. Hey, it's looking better. It's still a little bit sharp here. Can we relax this edge? Oh, sorry, I'm missing all in the chat. Fillet, of course, but fillet is it's more mechanical. Fillet is a little bit more mechanical, so I'm not sure that's going to be good, because chamfer is much better on, let's say, on these parts where you have. I want to have it more flowy. It should be look like it's actually forged. I think you should be able to move from SolidWorks to Fusion 360 quite simply. It shouldn't be that hard. There are, of course, less tools in Fusion 360. It's a little bit less technically. It's a little bit more graphic interface and everything than SolidWorks, which means that if you're very good in SolidWorks, it could feel a little bit like not useful, or I mean, that's wrong, but really wrong word, but it might feel a little bit unlogical. So I think that could be something that you need to have a little bit of patience with. You have really a lot of tools, but you're also going to miss something compared to having SolidWorks, of course. Let's see. Maybe we should increase you. Yeah, that works. Because it was like a sharp edge there. And we could move you guys in a little bit more. Maybe not. Because we still have this here that we need to crease. Maybe I should uncrease this one. Something like that. And actually, to be honest, I don't think I need those lines. We can remove those. And maybe we'll try to crease this again. Okay, you are not going to be creased. It's a little bit of trial and error. Or okay, it's a little bit too thin now, but I think if we move everything down here, including you, oops, we should end up with something pretty good here, I think. Let's just relax you a little bit here. Take it easy, my friend. You don't need to be so sharp. Get it? Maybe, no, wait, that was a bad joke. But I kind of want to, maybe we should, of course we're going to do like this. We're going to push these ones out a little bit. Especially this one. It's still very sharp, but it's better. It's absolutely better. Sharp cheese. Yeah, I think you should. There's a bunch of guys that have guys and girls that have good tutorials online, and I know that for sure that during next year, in the beginning of next year, I want to do like a really proper guide. Right now, most of my models or guides for Fusion 360 have been a little bit more about the thinking, and I think that's a little bit too advanced. So I really want to have some sort of guide, and I'll probably translate that to Swedish and to English, so I can have that like maybe a 10-step tutorial to Fusion 360, maybe 50 minutes each video, and I want to release those on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and maybe release everyone for the patrons or something like that, and kind of record at least half of them before and then during the release, or maybe releasing to some of the patrons first, see if there's anything I need to adapt before doing the next one. But I really want to have something that is start with the basics. This is why you sketch, and this is how you sketch. These are the tools, and then you'll move into it. There are already a lot of good tutorials, but I feel like there's no coherent tutorials that goes like from the basics and moving into the more advanced, and then you can pick up into all of these different tools and videos that, for example, Autodesk do. So when I have a good like 10-step or something. Yeah, Patreon gates. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a lot of patrons or like any. I do have a few, and I'm very thankful for them. But yeah, I lost a few, but I don't have a good setup on how to reward my patrons. So if you guys want to super chat or do some PayPal, yeah, sponsoring and all that stuff, it works much better. But it's totally about if you want to. And I think that with Patreon, I want to find something else to do, because it's not working the way it is, because there's nothing special with the content. Thanks. I think it should be fun to both fun to do it, and I think it should be quite useful for a lot of people. And it could be a way for me as well to get to show off a little bit and tell people what I know and what I don't. So maybe that will bring me some more subscribers, for example, because we talked about that before. I think that could be a good way. Okay, let's go back to I really like working with the box mode. It's much more clear on where all your lines are. We'll go somewhere like that. Okay, let's start welding. Welding. You get to go over there, and you get to go over there. Did I screw it up? Yep, I did. But okay. And you as well. I'll bring you in there. Well, good night, Tink. Of course, thank you, and I'll see you in Cape Town. Good night. Ooh, this one here probably needs to be moved in. So why are these different? Oh, okay, doesn't really matter. All I want to do is just drag them all the way back, and then we'll start welding. Welding is such a good tool. And then what we can do, we can take all of these and we can pull them flat to, maybe that wasn't the tool, to flatten. All of these we want to flatten towards the plane that is this one. So then we don't have to think about that anymore. And we can start with a external symmetry, which we do have here on the duplicates, or maybe they call it a mirror. Ah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So how does this look when we smooth it now? See you, German printing nerd. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, look at this. We're actually getting somewhere. Could still be a little bit rounder, I think. Could be a little bit rounder, yeah. I'm not sure I'm liking this, but something is happening. That's for sure. Oh, and we need to crease this one's here as well. Crease. There we go. Now we have a good shape underneath as well. Looking very nice. Okay, so what happens if we do... Does that look cool? Or is it just weird? maybe if we do, let's see, if we do insert an edge, maybe like so. Oh, can we delete those? Yeah. And then we'll take this out. Does that look cool? Or is it just weird? Maybe it's just weird. If we do like this, is it better? Or is it still just weird? I'm not sure. The anvil I'm looking at doesn't have that, or my like reference. Maybe it's not weird. Maybe it's a little bit cool. What do you think? Might need to crease these ones too, just to get some sort of coherent shape. Yeah. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? This shape here. Oh, we should yeah, we should look at it in zebra mode. And what happens if we uncrease this one here, by the way? Just to have a little look. Shrug. Me. You have to participate. It's mandatory. Could this be something? Oh, wow. Well, what am I doing? Yeah, that's better. Yep. Let's go with that. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Digi. Digilicious. That's a good name. I like that. I liked it a lot. The question is, I probably need to flatten these ones here as well a little bit. Just flatten them. Fits. Yeah, that's good. Making everything a little bit more controlled. Alien spaceship. Pew, pew, pew. It's gone. Hey, how do you mean learn how to do this? We just did it. Digilicious. I mean, if you just not fast forward, rewind it, and you'll know exactly how I did it. So it's actually pretty simple. All we need to do is just outline the sketch. And I really like to work in the box mode, because that helps to put things that are supposed to be sharp into order, and then like I see. So you start off. That's good. I'll repeat for some of the late arrivals. Should be earlier. What it started off with is that I loaded a anvil picture, a canvas, to have in the background, and I started just making one side of this one here, and then we put a symmetry on it so we don't have to work on both sides, and just dragged it out, started to kind of build up the shape. And what I really like to do, you see these highlighted black lines? These are called crease lines. So what I'm actually doing, oh, by the way, I can see that this one here is going to be sharp because we have 3 lines in the same line. So what I usually do here is that you can drag one behind, and then you'll see how it starts to get even sharper. And we could lower this one here as well, because it's kind of like flowing from underneath and up. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I lost track. So I started with that, started to defining the sharp edges. So when we're looking at the canvas, we see these, for example, here, these lines are more or less sharp. And so I want to reuse that. And then everything that is not sharp, that's going to be smoothed. So then we can work, we can actually, if we want to, we can work with both modes, but that's usually a little bit advanced. So just smooth mode is also good. And then you can start to just fine tune everything. But I think that this is good. This could work as a printable model. And to be honest, one of the things that I could do, let's just see if we can, let's just finish the form. Oh, we got some errors. Nice. That means that we got to correct some stuff. Let's see. We get to repair the body. Let's click auto repair, see if that helps. Then we'll try to finish it. All right. Okay, we have some intersections here. Great, that's good to know. Okay, so these ones should actually just be attached. There's no point for them to be not attached. Okay, we fixed one area, and it looks like we had an area up here as well. Let's try to finish it. No, okay, that's it. That's all it was. Now it works. So now we have a solid. We can hide the canvas. So this is a solid model. We can go in, and now we can do the fillets or the chamfers here if we want to have like more stuff. Which, to be honest, I don't want to, but maybe if we do something on these ones, it could be, nope, we can't do it. So this shape now we could treat as any other solid. We could start to just drag and extrude stuff through them. Ooh, it's too far away. So now it treats this like any other solid object, more or less. But that's not what we wanted to do. What I thought about doing was actually to construct some sort of plane on, yeah, let's see, plane at an angle, maybe like so. So I think that maybe we can cut it here, and that should make it all printable. So maybe that's a good angle. We'll just push another plane out from there to push it out to that line or that point. And now if we split this body using this cutting plane, we should end up with a flat surface down there. Let me just show you guys. 3D hard! Yeah, whoops. Let's see, where are we? So I think that this should work. So if we, yeah, let's just make a clone of that. Move a new component out of it. Create a new component. There we go. I don't know what dialect I'm talking with, but that's just what happens sometime. Alright, I thought it was like 70 degrees, so let's rotate 70. This could be a problem area, but in theory, this should be printable, right? Yeah. It's all in here, right? All in here. Maybe I could play a little bit with this angle and try to get it to be a little bit more forgiving overhang. Yeah, to reduce the supports. I don't want to flip it. Rover, I assume that you mean to have this part as the downside towards the build plate, right? I was thinking about that as well, but I want to have this part rounded, just like it should be. Which means that if we print it upside down, that the bottom is coming from here, that we need support during this area. And since it's one of the more visible areas, I'm not sure that's going to look good. But yeah, maybe I need to do something about that overhang. Let's see, let's go back to this component. Let's go back, hide that one. And we could start to do something about this one here. Maybe, oh yeah, that's also one of the stupid things about forms, is that there's always like a body left, and I don't know how to remove this. It's not my component. It's, yeah, it's just annoying. So let's just finish this, and it recalculates everything. But if we hide this body, then go back in here in the system, that should mean that we can now move things around a little bit. So maybe that is a little bit better overhang. Well, it's not just for me to print. I can use PVA for sure, but I don't want everyone to need to use that. That wouldn't be fair. So there we go. We changed it a little bit. Is this component still? Yeah. No. Let's just get it. Nah. Come on, guys. Let's not take the easy way out. That's no fun. we want to make this printable in one piece, in one orientation, without support materials. And I think we have it. Let's try one more here. And yeah, I'm just gonna create a new component out of this one. Let's move these components around. 70 degrees. It's all about it's all about passion. Okay, let's try this one here. Capture position. Print it in high. Anvil Mega. That's what we're gonna call it. Let me just bring up a slicer for you. Simple OP. No. It's gonna be simple for anyone that wanna print it, not just for me. That's the trick about designing stuff. It should be printable. Oh, by the way, someone asked me about the Ferrari before. Can't see where it was. Can't see it. God damn it. I should add some rockets on it. Hey, by the way, speaking of spaceships, I got a surprise for you. Anyways, up with the slicer. Let's bring in the parts. Oops, wrong one. Anvil. Oh, it's even a good scale. That's cool. But come on, Kira, why are you rotating it for me? Do I have to do everything myself? I don't like Kira. 70 degrees? I can't even see that. Not 75. No. There we go. 70. Okay. There are some warning areas, but oh, of course, and this sharp edge goes out there. Let's just try it in just some regular PLA. See if that should work. Yeah, of course, you're gonna have some like ugly layers here in the front as well. And it's actually not rotated 70 degrees. Come on, I rotated it 70 degrees. Okay, maybe I need to do that in the software. Because you can see here, it's just doing the brim on one side. So that means that it's not orientated correctly in Fusion before I exported it. But anyways, this could work. If we start there, this area, it's a tough bridge, but if you have some good cooling, it should work. But now, okay, this is gonna screw up as well. You see this area down here? This is probably gonna screw up a little bit. But other than that, it could work, right? Yeah, so speaking about spaceships, I think you saw this model before, right? It's just gonna load a little bit. It's gonna load a lot of bits. But yeah, okay, we have some work to do. But this one is my other spaceship that isn't ready. It still takes time. I haven't, unfortunately, had a lot of time to do anything else with it. But this one here is, yeah, my SpaceX Dragon V2 capsule. Unfortunately, I think they What did you do with it? Yeah, they changed it, so that means that I can't really use it anymore. But it looks kind of cool. I made some parts in it. It's could be pretty fun. So someday I have a failed print of it here. Let's see, do I even want to show this? It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm just gonna remove some of the hair on it. But I totally failed with the settings. So it is dual color, but it's not good dual color, and I forgot to keep the door, and it's still open inside and everything. That could look pretty cool, and especially this is like I think 40 or 50% of the scale. So imagine this being like this big, and you actually get like a whole rocket of everything. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. But that's for a future video. You know, so it's not done yet. But for now, let's just skip that model and go to the other spaceship. Let's see if we can't just work a little bit with this edge up here, because it makes it a little bit more difficult to print. So we'll hide these components. We'll go back to the bodies that we are working with. We'll hide this one, and then we are going back into the sketch here. And now I forgot which one it was, but yeah, it has to be this one, right? So if we do like this, then it should become quickly more easily to print. Is that even a word? Become easier to print quickly. Maybe that's the word. We could do the same on the back here actually, just a few degrees. To get some sort of, maybe not as much. What do you think? Should these be like symmetrical like this, or is it okay to have it a little bit more like this? What do you guys think? So I'm talking about these two yellow lines, because I can, oh, this is also not flat. Yeah, we need to arrange that as well, so everything's flat in the bottom. But yeah, these ones here, I could move those back so it gets symmetrical inside here, more or less symmetrical. But I'm not sure it looks good. Then again, we are cutting this one as, no, we're cutting it. Oh, I was on the wrong side. So yeah, this one should be like this, but these ones are getting cut. You can see the orange layer here, so maybe we shouldn't move those back at all, to be honest. They should probably be parallel, so we get some sort of edge there. Yep, let's go with that. Let's finish it. Let's go to construction. I want to have the origin here. I want to have a plane. Actually, no, that's not the way we want to do it. We're going to go back in here. We want to select all of these. And we want to flatten them. Not pull, sorry, wrong settings again. You want to flatten them. Parallel plane. We need to select everything again. Flatten to parallel plane, parallel to this one here. There we go. Now everything should be super flat, which means that it should be printable. That's why you test things. Good, we do like that. It cuts, we end up with this part. We have our printing surface. If we do a copy, we should be able to rotate that 70 degrees, which is much better than making a component and then rotating that, because usually the components just screw everything up. We'll put it in origin, something like that, just for funsies. Let's repeat the 3D printing, make that, save it, anvil. Whoa. Let's just check it in the slicer again. So do you think it looks a little bit better now? Do you think it's gonna work? Let's hope so. There we go. Let's drag it in. Seriously, please, Cura, stop Auto rotating. Okay, drop is okay. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it was actually my fault. Because I think it's my fault. Sorry, Kira. Okay, what are we looking at now? It's still not optimal, but I think it's better. Let's prepare it. Let's Z the lines. Now the bottom play is much better. Much better. This layer here is still pretty ugly, right? Not entirely sure what to do about that, but okay. And with layers, what are we seeing inside? There are some edges, but you can see they kind of move out. So I'm looking at this area right now. It feels like with PLA, it should be fine to print this. Maybe there would be some, let's say, errors in the file. But again, it's going to be on the inside, and it's okay, it's going to be a little bit visible. That is true. Let's just ignore that. And also, we have another problem, actually, to be honest. There is a too much plastic on top. It's going to be top heavy. I think the heavy rocket is still in January, I think, right? Or in end of December. I saw that they launched the just a regular reused rocket and capsule, and it went well. At least it looks like that. And this overhang is still a little bit tough, but yeah, it's gonna work. Let's just go with it. Anvil. Okay, cool. So I think that's actually it. Fake news. Yeah, exactly. I think it was like that, right? By the way, I guess the reasons why there's not that many people in the stream today is because of net neutrality, right? Am I right? Yeah, that's gonna be an exciting story someday. But yeah. All right. All right. Okay, that's the anvil. I'm probably gonna print this maybe overnight. Maybe scale it up a little bit and print it. But yeah, that's saved, that's done. Is there anything else we should model today, or are we finished with the stream? Any questions on tools I used, or just anything at all? It is not as round as I wanted it to be. That is actually, that buggers me a little bit. Let's see if we can change that. That would mean to lower, I suppose, this one. And this one. And this one. And also this one. I thought that would make it much more rounder. Well, it is rounder, but it's a little bit off. Let's check the canvas again. It's a little bit off. Yeah, but this now we're starting to talk. But it's still not as round as I want it to be. Let's see if we can play around here. makes it a lot rounder actually. So that's good. Let's do it with these ones here as well. Oops, not move. I wanna tighten them together a little bit. And with these 2 points, maybe these ones as well. Yeah, that's much better, right? But I think I need to move these points up a little bit because they are feather in. And because yeah, okay, I see. I need to move those, relax those again, because these lines were like going a little bit too like this. Yeah, it's good, but let me just close this up. The reason why, ooh, wrong one, construction. So let's just inspect it with some zebra. So I just wanted to make sure that this had a better roundness to it. It's still not perfect. I think it's like tightening in a little bit too much in this area. You can see on the zebra here, it should be more like, yeah, it should be another transition here in this part. Let's give it one more try. Maybe if we yeah, I think that can work. Kind of relaxing it. It's still going in a little bit too much. Maybe we can do something here. Nah. It's all in the details. I really wanna yeah, there we go. Like relax the lines. See that they are under tension. But I think this, yeah, now we're, yep, it's looking good. Looking much better. Much more smooth. Okay, that's it, I promise. Do you see now it feels like a little bit better flow in everything? Or is it just me? And don't say just yes because you want to see something else happening. So yeah, the zebra tool is really good to detect shapes that you, as a designer in 3D, you don't really see, but in real life you would see it, and light would render on the object much more weirder. So you'd be annoyed in real life, but in CAD you don't really see it. So the zebra helps with that. I think the same point down here, that we do get some tension, like these dots here. There are some sharp areas, while here I think it looks a little bit better. I have better motion in the shape here. It is, more or less, because if we, ooh. Yeah, no, but how do I turn it off? There we go, zebra. So because in this mode, I mean, we just see these lines and we don't really know how they work. We don't really see, we see the sharp things, but we don't really see how it would look or feel in reality. We can kind of get to see like a rendered line here. So that's almost like a zebra, but then we would have to move around like this to try to get some sort of representation of it. So in that case, zebra helps much more. So that's what's it for. All right, cool. I think I'm done now. Let's just save it again. And yeah, that's probably it for today. I think that's enough. We shouldn't stream longer than needed. And I want to do more of these like fast streams where I get an idea, I get something that I really want to do, and then we can just do it together, and I'll hopefully can answer some questions, we can learn some stuff, and we'll just, yeah, get it done together. Teamwork, that's what it's doing. We're doing teamwork. So before we finish off today's streams, are there any questions that you guys have? Anything you're wondering about? Anything that that I can talk to you guys about? By the way, this is the my test model that I print. No, this is not the one in the SLS printer, but this one is printed with the FDM, and you can kind of see on the inside the parts that are difficult. Now this was, I tried to print this in a good resolution. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you check out the SLS review from Sinterit, because it was super fun to do, super fun, and there's a bunch of stuff you could learn in there. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.